For the last 12 years, it's been our endeavor to stay true to the original vision with our partners throughout this community and to be stewards of this vision and guide and nurture the evolution of the Union Market District. We now welcome over 5 million visitors annually to this district, and those numbers are rapidly growing as we continually add innovative and inspiring partners to our community. Since 2003, we've launched well over 50 new businesses in the district. 18 of these have scaled to multiple locations throughout the metro area, as well as several who have grown nationally. Of these 50-plus businesses, 40 are minority-led, and coincidentally, 40 are female-led. And that's what I refer to as inclusive prosperity. All of that is awesome, but what's next? Well, this summer, about a block to the west, which you can see over to the right, on the corner of Neal Place and 4th Street, we'll be opening the doors to La Cosecha, a place that will authentically bring to life, in a sophisticated and inspiring manner, the beautiful cultures and communities of Latin America. A place where perhaps you'll be led by your culinary curiosity, but surprised and delighted by a richer and deeper cultural experience through food, retail, art, music, performance, and education, just to name a few. We want to play a role for more people to experience the love within these Latin American cultures while gaining a deeper understanding of the heritage, ingenuity, and sophistication of a large and important part of our country's population. This will be one of the most culturally impactful places in the United States. And on July 15th, we'll welcome our dear friend and inspiring leader in so many aspects of DC, Mark Ian, and the Kastles, in a 700-seat pop-up tennis stadium to the rooftop of Union Market, what I would consider the most unique and exciting setting for a tennis venue. Not to mention what other sports venue offers the amazing food selection that will be provided, John, by our restaurant partners at Union Market. Nothing but the absolute best for my absolute all-time favorite sports star, Venus Williams. As a businesswoman thinking about the future and how we continue to inspire inclusion, understanding, and prosperity for all, Mark's tireless leadership and loud, strong voice ring in my head. Mark has always led with building a strong, inclusive community, generously giving back, and always with respect of the deep traditions and history of his beloved DC. As I think about the Union Market District and the stewardship that's been invested in the Eden's team, and someone passionate about building truly strong communities, I cannot think of a better role model, mentor, or partner than Mark Ian.
Thank you so much, Jody. It's amazing to be here, and thank you for those remarks. There are so many people who we need to thank for what we're about to announce. First of all, I want to thank everyone in the city, from the mayor and John Falchicchio and everyone. Councilmember McDuffie, thank you for your support and leadership in the city. We really appreciate that. Shiniere, thank you for everyone at Events DC for your partnership since we started. On my team, I want to thank, there's too many people to thank, but Kevin Wynn, our general manager, who really led this project, Ali Andreessen in my office, the people at Brand Guild, and on and on. There's a long, tireless team of people, Jack Gorman, who got us to today. And then, Jody, your words about your mission and vision make me know that Eden's is the absolute best partner we could ever find for this endeavor. The way you view community, the way you view the power of place and sports in a community are totally aligned with us. And so thank you so much for that. On your team, specifically Reynolds and Jennifer and everyone else, Thank you all for, thank you all. Let's hear a big round of applause for everyone who made this happen. I just want to tell you a quick story. So when we started the Kastles, the idea was to bring the city together and use the power of sports to unify our community. And we built 3 amazing stadiums at City Center, DC, and the Wharf, and then GW. Before we moved to GW, we looked all over the city, and actually we looked here. We looked at putting it in the parking lot across the street. We looked at putting it back there, and we couldn't figure out how to make it work. And the problem was no one looked up. No one looked up here and thought, why don't we just do that? And there really is one person responsible to have the creativity and really genius in a way to think of it. And Jody, that's really you. Jody called me last year and said, what about putting the Kastles on the roof of Union Market? And I wasn't sure she was serious. And I'm still not quite sure she is, but I think it's going to happen. And so we started exploring it. I think I called Kevin Wynn, and he said, you're going to do what? And he's had that reaction a lot along the way. But through partnership, creativity, perseverance, this is actually going to happen. And Jody, it really is your inspiration and your creativity for the reason that today I'm so proud to announce Kastles Stadium at Union Market. You guys may have to hold those, but and so sports is a unique connective tissue in a community, and we've seen the power of that over the last 11 years. I would say the greatest compliment I've ever gotten about the Kastles has nothing to do with winning and losing championships or matches. It's that it's the greatest melting pot of our city people have ever seen. And I can't imagine a better place to recreate that melting pot than here at Union Market. As Jody mentioned, the food service at the stadium will be from the vendors downstairs. People will be able to come to matches before and enjoy the amazing restaurants here and go afterwards as well. And, you know, even with 5 million people coming here, a year, there's still a lot of people who haven't been down here. And so we're excited to bring people from throughout our region to Union Market and to experience it for the first time. Jody mentioned Venus Williams. We have Venus on the team this year. We have Francis Tiafo, an amazing story and an amazing young man from our area. We have Nick Kyrgios, who's one of the most popular players in the world, and on and on and on. Our matches are going to be on national TV. More than half our matches will be on CBS Sports. So people around America and around the world are going to both experience Union Market, but they're also going to understand what a hip city DC is, because they're gonna get a window into what this city has become. One of our nights, we do a charity classic with members from the Hill, so from the dome back there to over here, and so they'll be able to come over and understand the other DC, the real DC, the people who live, eat, shop, and love this city. The only thing about this venue, it is obviously smaller. We're only going to be able to make 700 seats, which is about a third of the average crowds in years past. So, and one of the reasons we were able to do that is because we announced last week that we're taking over the City Open, which is a lot bigger venue, and we're going to be able to move some of the stuff that we do over there. But even though it's only 700 seats, and I'm sure it's going to be the hottest ticket of the summer, we will have seats that are affordable for everyone. We're going to make sure that everyone can come and share in this amazing experience. Our tagline is Tennis Reimagined, and I can't imagine a better partner than Eden's and a better place than Union Market to do that. I got a text last night from someone who's a leading figure in the Washington tennis community after last week's announcement, and I gave him a sneak preview of this, and he said, tennis in DC is on the rise. And I'll tell you, our fans deserve that. Our tennis community in DC, which is one of the best in the world, deserves that. I can't wait for 7 spectacular nights here this summer and an unforgettable 2 weeks here at Kastles Stadium on Union Market. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Shanyeri Hubbard, the spokesperson for Events DC.
Thank you, Mark. Good afternoon. On behalf of our board of directors at Events DC, our president and CEO, Greg Odell, it is truly an honor to be here today. As the official convention and sports authority for the District of Columbia, Events DC is pleased to be a longstanding partner of the Washington Kastles, who continually dedicate their efforts to bring tennis to the fans and youth of the Washington, D.C. region. Through the Washington Kastles, DC has witnessed some of the world's most talented professional tennis players, as Mark and Jody mentioned, the Serena and Venus Williams and the Bryan brothers, who have competed at Charles E. Smith's Center at George Washington University. And we, especially, I am thrilled as a Washingtonian, a native Washingtonian, to see just how much this franchise has grown from downtown DC to the Wharf to the Smith Center, and now the incredible relocation of the roof at Union Market. This is truly amazing. Collectively, our city is a major proponent of the sport of tennis, and this move underscores our mission to increase the economic footprint of the sports landscape. I would like to thank Mayor Muriel Bowser, Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie, Mark Ine, and the entire Washington Kastles staff for this milestone project. Congratulations on your continued success and your new home. We look forward to the 2019 season and the positive impact you will make on this neighborhood and throughout the community and the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Chingueta. And finally this afternoon, in case you're wondering, it never rains on Union Market. But this afternoon, I'm really grateful to have the honor to introduce our friend, our home ward council member, Kenyon McDuffie, who's been instrumental partner in almost everything that we've done here at Union Market, but on a much larger scale. He's a visionary leader on economic development and inclusive prosperity, as well as the issues that impact the lives of residents, businesses, and workers throughout the entire city. His leadership and commitment towards supporting the businesses that make the district a better place leads directly to supporting the people that call DC home. Council member, in addition to delivering a pop-up tennis venue, Mark, don't ever doubt a woman. In addition to delivering this pop-up tennis venue, we're currently awaiting zoning approval to convert the rooftop into a year-round park that will benefit our entire community. Of course, though, we'll welcome back the Kastles annually. We are Ward 5 proud and excited to welcome this exciting new venue and team alongside of our friend, Council Member Kenyon McDuffie, to right here in Ward 5.
Thank you, Jody. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh my goodness. Did you all forget we were in Ward 5? Good afternoon, everyone. There we go. I'm Kenyon McDuffie, council member for Ward 5. In case you did not know, I am super excited to be here today, to join Jody and to join Mark and to join everybody to make this announcement. I got to tell you, it wasn't that long ago that Jody and Steve and the team at Eden's, we stood downstairs inside before all those restaurants and everything was there, and they laid out their vision for the market. And I like to think I got some vision myself, and I've been really trying to chart a course for Ward 5 over the last several years, but I wasn't sure about all the things that Jody had mentioned. Well, you fast forward about 7 years or so, and now you see all these things have started to happen. Whether it is going to Bidwell or Mazzeria, whether it's going to one of the distilleries, there is so much happening at Union Market and in Ward 5. In fact, there's something for everybody in Union Market in Ward 5. And I got to tell you, as I start to buy into this vision that Jody laid out all those years ago, I still have to admit I had some doubts when she mentioned that they wanted to do tennis on the roof. Now, I love Mark Island, I love the Kastles, and my wife and our daughters, we check out a match or two every single season. We're just so thrilled to watch all the talent that they have. On the other hand, trying to do it up here was something that I had to really wrap my head around. And so I'm so excited. I can't wait till July to really come back and make sure that we welcome everybody back to Ward 5. And if you haven't been to Ward 5 before, you've got to make sure you come back. You've got to check out a match. There is something for everybody. Ward 5 is a center of innovation and inclusion in the District of Columbia. Again, thank you all for deciding to be here, Ward 5, and thank you all for being here today.
Well, Kenyon, thank you so much. You are a real leader in our city, and Ward 5 is on the rise because of you. So thank you. Thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. Grab a gift bag. Please get your tickets now. They're going to go fast. July 15th, first ball is played, believe it or not, right here on the roof of Union Market. Thank you all.